So what is your name? What are your names and where are you from?
So my name is Blanca Fabel. I'm the Director of Development at Haven, and this is my colleague.
I'm Jasmine Valentine, and I'm the Development Manager at Haven.
Now tell us more about Haven.
So Haven is a nonprofit organization in Pontiac, Michigan that serves survivors of intimate partner violence and sexual assault. And we serve anybody, and we are listening. We have a 24-hour crisis line that works 365 days a week. And we also have, we are more than a shelter, and we do have a shelter that can house up to 55 people. And we also have counselors, and we have advocates, and we also have forensic nurses.
Oh, wow. Now, what is the criteria? What would one have to do to be affiliated with Haven?
So since we are a nonprofit, usually survivors of intimate partner violence or sexual assault will call our crisis line for advice, for help, for guidance, for shelter, trying to escape a situation that might be lethal for them.
Now, would they have to be residents in a certain area, or how does that work?
That's a great question. We service anybody that is in a situation that could be harmful to them. So it doesn't matter where they're calling us from. We have a crisis line that sometimes takes calls from overseas because people are looking for advice, for counsel, for direction. But we also have a chat line, and we do get chats from all over the United States as well.
If you could sum up the vision or the mission for the organization, what would you say?
I would say our mission at Haven is to eradicate sexual assault and intimate partner violence, because a lot of people think of eradicating by just providing services, but we're also in some of the Oakland County public schools. So to truly eradicate, you have to target that issue. So educating our community about sexual assault and intimate partner violence and how we can prevent it, and educating the children by saying some of these children are coming from unhealthy families. So showing them what a safe relationship actually looks like.
It's so needed. It's so necessary.
We truly believe that prevention is education is the key to eradicating this epidemic, not only in Michigan, but it's a global epidemic. And so we are constantly, going to schools, talking to law enforcement, going to churches, to professional organizations, and training people on, good relationships and how to be kind and consent and bystander intervention and a lot of those things that will make a difference in our community so we can all be healthy.
How will we get in contact with you? What is the website? What is the phone number? And you guys go to the website. If you need help or if you need resources, please reach out.
Yes, so our website is haven-oakland.org, and in our website we have all of our services listed. We also have the chat line and the phone numbers that for anybody to call.
Thank you so much for joining us. And what are your thoughts on the show so far?
Oh, we love it. This is
my first time.
Oh, you're a virgin.
And I've been here like 10 times. And I love the show, and it's so motivating, and I love just the participation of the audience, and it's very encouraging. So.
Thank you so much for joining us. We hope you join us again. So nice to meet you. Thank you. Thank you. Be safe heading down. So up next, we have another guest here. Tell us your name and where you're from.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Crawford from Detroit, creator of All Things Detroit.
All Things Detroit. So I'm so excited. I am a writer, and I remember this woman coming up to me saying, hey, I have this event for entrepreneurs. It's a way to get your book out there. And that was just turn toward the camera here. I thought that was such a wonderful thing to have someone care about me. I felt like you saw me when you approached me, and I was a part of your event, and I've seen it grow so much. So
We're celebrating 5 years this year. It's 5 years of All Things Detroit.
So tell us more about it. What is All Things Detroit?
So All Things Detroit is a small business showcase that I host 3 times a year at the Eastern Market, and the entire day is dedicated to supporting small business. So my company, Ask Jennifer, creates platforms for small business. So All Things Detroit is one of those platforms to put the businesses in front of thousands of customers, which is important.
That's so important. What inspires you to reach out to vendors and really just care?
You know what? I had a day job, 9 to 5, and it just was not something that I was very passionate about. And so in that time when I quit my job, I didn't have any money at all, just $1,500. And I took a lot of time to think about what was truly important to me and what would make my business separate from anybody else. And you really have to be a person about people. And so I just wanted to help people who are like me, who have a passion for doing what they love.
Wonderful. So when is the next All Things Detroit event?
So the next All Things Detroit is Sunday, March 31st at the Eastern Market. You can download the All Things Detroit app and get all the information you need.
What time? So what do we do to get information?
You can download the All Things Detroit app that's available on Google Play and the Apple Store, and it's going to be at the Eastern Market in sheds 3, 4, and 5 from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on March 31st.
So if you could sum up All Things Detroit with some awesome words, what would those words be?
I would say that All Things Detroit is an experience, and what you have to do is come and experience. The vibe is amazing, and the people are great, and you'll hear some amazing stories, just like you'll hear tonight at this event.
So in addition to All Things Detroit, you have a platform, Ask Jennifer.
Yes.
Can you tell us more information about that?
So Ask Jennifer, I do branding and marketing for small businesses and create platforms for small business. So from Ask Jennifer, I've developed a ticketing site, an online marketplace, and all of these are platforms to help small business.
So how would I reach you if I wanted to get more information about becoming part of Ask Jennifer?
If you wanted to reach me, you just go to askjennifer.com. That's Ask Jennifer, JENNYFER, and we can just go from there.
Now you said you started this when you had $15 left. You were not, $1,500. You were not happy with your job. That sounds like a story to me. So any chance we could get you on the Storyteller stage?
Anytime. I'm always willing to share my story so that, inspire other people to actually, go for their dreams. I always say that chances make champions, and you definitely have to take a chance and really do something that you love.
We're going to hold you to it. Y'all heard it here. She said it. You heard it too. Thank you so much for coming, Jennifer. We will see you on the 31st, Eastern Market. All right. Thank you so much. Hello, what is your name and where you're from?
Lori Champagne, and I'm from here in Detroit.
Detroit in the house. How are you enjoying the show so far?
Oh, I love it. It's been years since I've been here, and it's so good to be back.
So when you first came, what was the theme then? Do you recall?
Oh, no. I heard Satori doing some moth story hours over in Ann Arbor, and I was like, oh, I got to come check this out.
So what are your thoughts on tonight's show?
Tonight's show is going really well. I've enjoyed the storytellers, listening to their stories develop through them and their emotion through them. It's been wonderful.
Now, this is Women's History Month. Do you have any thoughts on Women's History Month or any stories to share?
Well, I think it's a wonderful month, and it's good that it's around because the more stories that there are and the more times we do this every time, the more it gets out there. Otherwise, the stories just stay in of themselves. And whereas 1 month is never enough, the fact that you spotlight it in that 1 month makes it even bigger.
That's awesome. Any chance you would join us on the Storyteller stage?
Oh my goodness, yes. I would
Another one.
I would love to.
And we would love to have you. Thank you so much for joining us. Hello, beautiful. How are you? Tell us your name and where you're from.
Patrice Lucas, Detroit, Michigan.
And is this your first time joining us?
Storytellers version. Yes.
So what are your thoughts so far?
I love it. It's really nice. So I'm really interested in it.
So what has spoken to you the most about the stories and the performances so far?
We're really just sharing, right, and the interconnectedness of everybody, and you can find something about yourself in the story. Yeah.
Now, this is Women's History Month. What are your thoughts on Women's History Month and the contributions that you have seen?
So the Women's History Month, I think every month is Women's History Month, right? And we are represented every month and not just segregated to 1 month, of course. But I think women's history is all of our history, right? I mean, I think our history has been hidden for a very, very long time, and our stories haven't been told. So I'm really excited that our stories are being told. We're at the forefront. We're sharing what, it means to be a woman, right? And really, standing in our power.
Beautiful. Now, will you join us again?
I will, and one day I'm going to be on the stage as a storyteller.
Another one. I'm going to hold you to it. We'll shake on it. Thank you. Enjoy. Thank you. Come on over. How are you? What is your name and where are you from?
My name is NOJ, Nicole Osborne James. I'm from Toronto.
Now, is this your first time joining us?
I came this same weekend last year, so I come down for Black Women Rock Weekend. But this has become part of my Black Women Rock Weekend experience.
So you're family.
Yeah, I guess I feel like family.
So what are your thoughts on tonight's show?
I think it's great. I like the variety of the different people that are here. I did have one concern, which is that she skipped over my generation, right? So 41 to 51 did not get any props, so I'm shouting out the 41 to 51-year-old squad, hey, hey. But yeah, it's a great show, and I like the different deliveries of the women that come to tell their stories. Not everybody's a seasoned performer, you know, everybody's story is so genuine. You feel like they're just talking to you like a regular girlfriend would. I like that.
I love it too. Now, what about you? You think there's a story in there we can get on the stage? If you're family, you might as well come tell a story.
I think you can't even be a Black woman without telling stories. That's how we teach all our lessons, you know. I mean, our families, my family from the Caribbean, right? So we're from St. Vincent, so a lot of the lessons that my mom taught me are really endings of stories that we just don't tell anymore. Now they just tell you the ending, right? Like somebody might say to you, you know, if your face looks like you're kind of sad, they say, your face make up like 10 rainy day, or what's wrong, Crapo, smoke your pipe? Now, you're a kid, you're like, okay, I don't even know what that means. I don't know the story behind it, but the lesson is there. So I think that's how we do.
We look forward to getting you on the stage, right? We're going to shake on it. Let's shake on it. All right. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next year, right?
For sure.
All right. Hello. How are you? What is your name and where are you from?
My name is Belinda. I live in Detroit.
Is this your first time joining us? We got a camera right there. Is this your first time joining us?
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on the show so far?
I'm excited. I like what's happening. I like being able to stand here, however, and look at the audience. This is so cool. Now I'm really relaxed and I'm ready to go. Yeah.
Well, good. So what has resonated with you so far among the stories and the performances that you've seen tonight?
What's resonated the most is that as women, we often don't have the opportunity to have somebody reinforce what we're doing, think of us as great, as creative, as outspoken. Even if we're not using our mouths, we're still outspoken in the way we dress, the way we carry ourselves, the way we support each other. That's so far where I've been.
I love it. I love hearing your perspective on it. Now, would you see yourself joining us on stage, sharing a story? Because you're kind of doing it right now, if you hadn't noticed.
I guess so. Since I'm doing it now, yeah.
As you said, it's important. And, you know, it's important for us to be seen and to feel seen at the same time. We have to share those stories, and we would love to hear what you have to offer.
I'm getting there.
We'll work with you.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah. Anything else you want to share?
Well, do you want to hear personally? I'm starting a business. It's a brew house. We have 186 recipes so far. I have a 10,000 square foot building. My plan is to put solar panels on the top. I'm halfway through paying for them. And then I have some empty lots that are going to be workstations with solar panels attached to them. And this will be available to people year round.
That's beautiful. Where can we find more information about it?
Kercheval is where it's located. My name?
Yeah, so would people be able to go to a website to find it, or?
We're getting there.
We're getting there.
Rim Brew House is the name. Bent, B-E-N-T, like a bicycle rim. Rim, R-I-M, Brew House.
Bent Rim Brew House. Look it up.
Those are actually bent bicycle rims that I found on the street in Detroit. See how creative women can be?
Well, we will look for Bent Rim
House.
Brew House. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. Me too. Come on over. Hello.
She told me to come in. So she's making me come. So here I am.
I'm so glad you did. What is your name and where are you from?
My name is Kathleen Walker, and I'm from Detroit.
From the D. Now, is this your first time joining us?
I am a virgin! Yay! Woohoo!
What are your thoughts on the show?
I absolutely love it. First of all, I work with young people, so when the dancers came out, I cried. Because how amazing and brave of them to be here and have so much expression and energy. So I knew already tonight was going to be good for me. But I was just saying to my friends who I'm here with a young lady who's having her birthday party here. So we're here all for her birthday. That the first thought was, what would be my story? If they pulled me out of the audience right now and had me come up and tell my story, what would it be? So it really became very thought-provoking for me. And I realized I have a lot of stories, but I've never thought about the power that a story could be for the listening folk until that power is now being placed on me by listening to these women. And so I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go home. I just retired from my position at the university where I work, and I'm gonna start using these days of mine at home to just write a snippet of a story, to record it on my phone, just to hopefully one day have somebody ask me, what's your story?
Please come and share your story with us once you've done that.
I would love to.
She said it on camera.
Oh, I could so do this. I could. I even said, I want to know how you do this. I want to be one of their storytellers. So I am.
Thank you for bringing her. What are your thoughts? Was this your first time too?
I'm just super excited. When she told me some of her ideas of stories, I'm like, I want to hear all of those. So, yeah.
So then she said, go down there. I said, okay, well, you come with me.
We're so glad.
This is called good peer pressure. That's right. That's right.
So you guys will join us again then?
Absolutely, and bring more friends and more women. Yep, absolutely.
Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Nice to meet you. Hello, hello.
Tell you my story so much?
We are on camera. So you are here.
I am here.
So we're just gonna talk to you a little bit.
All right.
So I know you don't want to share your story, but
Well, I will, but I mean, that's not my point. I found the ticket.
okay,
That's what I wanted to tell you.
That
That's why I'm
sounds
here.
good.
So anyway, I had to say that.
thank you.
Okay.
So now that you're here, you said you do have a story.
I do. Well, everybody's got a story.
Everybody's got a story.
But I don't know how much of my story am I supposed to tell, or...
We would love to have you on the stage to share the story overall, but in the meantime, what are your thoughts on the stories tonight?
I love it. I've been coming here since I found out about it, and I love coming here because it connects all of us. And I say this all the time, I love that the crowd is diverse and it's meaningful. And Satori is hilarious and her heart is innocent. I love this event. But I do want to tell my story one day.
Give us a call.
Seriously, I do.
We would love to have you on the stage.
So they said there was a number on the flyer, so just call you.
Yeah, I'll give you the card. If you meet me out front right after this, I'll give you the card. We'll work it out.
Okay.
It is a deal. Thank you so much. You see this? All these stories just coming out of the woodwork. I love it. Come on up. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. What is your name and where are you from?
My name is Renee Bellew, and I'm from Inkster. I'm here with my friend Lisa. She brought me here, and this is my first time to the Twisted Sister storytelling. I got most of it all in there, but and I really enjoy it, and just looking at all the beautiful ladies and men. But am I a woman or?
Ain't I a woman?
Ain't I a woman? Yes, I am, and I'm grateful. Thank you.
We're so glad to have you. Will you join us again? Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, live stream. We're out.